Right now, new developments in an ongoing strike at one of Madison's biggest employers. What's expected this morning for the start of the work week.
Plus, News 3 Now getting results. We'll show you how our Call for Action team recovered thousands of dollars for a local feeder.
And you might need a light jacket this morning. Temperatures are cooler. We're in the 50s. We'll see if there's any rain in that forecast coming up.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchine. Thanks for waking up with us. You are waking up to a bit of a cooler week on tap. We are desperately in need for some rain. Kelly Slifka has a couple chances in the forecast.
Yeah, it's a little crispy out there, and we don't have a lot of rain in our forecast, but we do have some. So that is the good news, I guess, if you will. But right now, you'll need the jacket starting out in the low 50s this morning. 52 in Madison. It is 57 right now in Platteville, 59 in Mineral Point, Juneau 53, Janesville currently at 52 degrees. We do have an air quality advisory. That's due to the smoke from the wildfires in Canada. That's in effect until 8 o'clock. But I would expect that at least some smoke will continue into the afternoon. But if you have any respiratory problems, might want to limit your time outside. We are under a northerly flow, and that's what's bringing in some of that smoke from those wildfires. There have been a few showers up to the north, but they're very light, really not amounting to too much. So wildfire smoke continues this morning. Still some haze this afternoon in the skies. Chance of some showers late tonight through tomorrow morning. These will be fairly spotty. And then it looks like we're dry for the rest of the week, right through Friday. Probably going to have to hold off until Saturday to see any good chance of rain. Partly sunny skies today as we rise through the upper 70s, low to mid 80s later today with a northerly wind. So no problems on the roads. You'll probably need the sunglasses today with a partly sunny sky. Take a look at those rain chances in more detail coming up in about 15 minutes.
Okay, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. Continuing coverage now on that haze we're dealing with from Canada's wildfires. The DNR issuing an air quality alert for almost all of Wisconsin. You've heard Kelly talking about it all morning. It's in effect until 8 a.m. Dane County in a moderate area of concern. More severe conditions are in the northwest part of the state, around Eau Claire as well. The DNR says it's particularly unhealthy for sensitive groups, people with heart or lung disease, older adults, and kids. Those folks should try to avoid prolonged time outside. We're going to have an update later this morning on whether the DNR will extend that advisory past 8 a.m.
We're covering breaking news this morning. The company formerly known as CUNA Mutual ending its strike with union employees. Yeah,
this strike more than 2 weeks in now, involving 450 workers at what is now known as True Stage. You've likely seen these employees along Mineral Point Road striking against the company. They filed 9 charges with the National Labor Relations Board for going months without a contract. There is not a full agreement on the table yet, but on Friday, union leaders proposed suspending the strike and then returning to work this morning. There are 2 more bargaining dates scheduled for this week. Workers say they will authorize another work stoppage within the next month if these negotiations don't continue.
This is a story we'll continue to follow and provide updates on the News 3 Now mobile app.
All right, big news at the Dane County Regional Airport this morning. An expansion project, years in the making, is now complete.
Big day. Josh Sprider live there this morning ahead of the grand opening to give us a look around. Josh.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, big day here for Dane County Regional Airport, as later on this morning they're going to have the official ribbon-cutting grand opening of this new South Terminal, and this is our first eyes on it this morning. So right here on News 3 Now this morning, we're giving you a little look at what folks can expect starting tomorrow. Those first passengers are going to be able to start to fly out of here bright and early tomorrow morning. And one of the things that they've really catered to this time are families. If you take a look, this is a family lounge area, so there's going to be a lot of calming mechanisms to try to take away some of that anxiety of traveling. First off, you go into the children's restroom, everything to scale. Take a look at the mini toilet and the mini sink. It is so adorable. But that was really a focus here, as they wanted to try to get those kids that might be nervous about traveling to make them feel a little bit better. Another part is a mother's lounge. They have a nursing suite. So for all of you mothers out there, you have a private suite with a chair. They have a microwave, a sink, a refrigerator, and also a water bottle filling station, as well as a restroom. So they're trying to really cater to those traveling families and making it as easy as a process as possible. So this is just one of the many things that are going to be brand new at the airport. Coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to talk to the airport about really what their focus is as they're looking towards the future, guys.
All right, Josh Sprider, we appreciate that first look. Thank you very much. Developing news out of Washington, D.C. this morning, where officials are explaining the sonic boom that was heard across the metro. Take a listen.
A lot of people flagging us down, a lot of bystanders saying they don't know where the sound came from.
You heard that boom there at first. Apparently, F-16s were racing to intercept a small plane that flew into restricted airspace. This all happened yesterday afternoon. The pilot wasn't responding to repeated attempts to contact the plane. It ended up crashing 100 miles outside of D.C. Here's its flight path. It reportedly took off from Tennessee, was headed to Long Island before it turned around and flew straight down to D.C. Rescue crews say all 4 passengers on board did not survive. Experts say it's possible the plane lost cabin pressure and everyone on board went unconscious.
6:05 now. Today is the debt ceiling deadline, narrowly averted by a bill signed into law over the weekend. President Biden celebrated the passage of the debt ceiling bill with a round of golf Sunday. Economists still say that this latest negotiation could still downgrade the country's credit rating. They say repeated political standoffs and pushing the deal to the final hour lowers confidence in the government. Meantime, Republicans and Democrats are still bickering about why the deal only came together at the last minute.
They refused to negotiate for 100 days, despite indicating otherwise. They're the ones who brought us to the brink.
House MAGA Republicans were ready to take default hostage in order to pass a radical, hard-right agenda that would have hurt the American people.
Also this morning, economists are predicting a mild recession is still possible in the third quarter of this year.
Looking ahead this week, 2 more candidates will jump into the already crowded field of Republicans running for president. Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie is expected to make his announcement Tuesday in New Hampshire. Former Vice President Mike Pence scheduled to formalize his bid this week, too. He's expected to announce Wednesday in Iowa. 7 candidates are currently already running for the GOP nomination. Former President Donald Trump, the clear frontrunner right now at the top of the polls.
Now to a special call for action this morning. The pandemic obviously hit small businesses hard, and many of them are still working to recover.
Madison's Broome Street Theater is no exception, but with the help from our call for action team, they're a little closer to getting back to normal. Our Braden Ross has the story.
For almost 50 years, the Broome Street Theater has been putting on shows at this spot here on Madison's east side. But a few years ago, they weren't sure how much longer that would last.
Broome Street Theater, it's been around since 1969.
In the more than 50 years it's been lighting the stage, Broome Street Theater has become a Madison staple.
This was started by a UW theater group run by Stuart Gordon, the director of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
The nonprofit theater's early years were marked by pushing social boundaries and igniting creativity.
The city tried to shut the theater down multiple times. It was a different era.
They moved to this intimate 1,200 square foot theater on the east side in 1977, where they've put on more than 300 original plays.
If you work with the audience's imagination, you can put on something that even Hollywood can't do.
But in March 2020, the theater went dark.
It was just so hard to know at first, could we even open a show? We kept thinking we could, and then it would shut down.
Over the years, they'd sold tickets online through a company called Brown Paper Tickets.
It was working well prior to COVID. We would get checks about 10 days later in the mail for each performance.
But when the world shut down, things changed.
We got 3 checks, and we were told, do not cash any of them. We don't have the funds for them. And at the beginning, it's like, okay, we understand the world is turning upside down, so it's going to take a little bit to sort out.
But months of not being paid turned into more than a year, and by early 2023, Broome Street Theater was owed more than $3,000.
It was getting to the point where we were considering writing a play called Brown Paper Tickets. Owes us $3,190.85, because you got to yell those cents in there.
While looking for a resolution, Treasurer Scott Feiner discovered an interesting trend.
Very recent news articles around the country where the only way people are getting paid is by reaching out to their local news organizations to advocate on their behalf to get payment. So I thought, I guess that's what we need to do too.
So he dialed our call for action team, who got in touch with Brown Paper Tickets.
After about 6 weeks, we were finally able to get paid.
Now, Broome Street Theater's stage is aglow again, ready to give creativity a place to shine for the next 50 years.
You know, we all have day jobs, right? So it's so meaningful to volunteer in something that actually isn't about money. It's not really about fame either. It's about working together with our local community to really challenge ourselves, tell stories, and give people a chance to express themselves.
For News 3 Now, I'm Braden Ross.
You can catch Broome Street Theater's current play, An Evening of the Absurd, now until June 24th. And if you have a consumer complaint that needs solving, you can reach out to our CFA volunteers online at channel3000.com/call-for-action.
6:09. After a rough May, the Brewers are showing some promise. We'll show you if they can keep that momentum going.
Join our team of healthcare experts and enjoy competitive pay, generous benefits, flexible schedules, and more. Apply now at apmadison.com/careers. Associated Physicians. Devoted physicians, trusted care.
Rider chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Come see Tootsie, the Tony Award-winning comedy musical that tells the story of Michael Dorsey, a desperate, out-of-work actor who's got a plan to change his life. But what he really needs to get is a clue.
Get your tickets today at overture.org.
Post says the key is under the Bisanguita cactus.
When you want to easily unlock your vacation.
Really helpful.
It matters where you stay. True by Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Now get an Explorer and get 0% APR financing for 36 months, $1,000 low APR cash, and $1,000 retail bonus cash. See your dealer.
Good checkup? No, great checkup. Nailed it again.
Keep up the good work.
For great checkups, Crest has you covered because Crest Pro Health protects 100% of your mouth for 24 hours.
Look, Mom, no cavities.
Crest.
Febreze.
Hate it when a car freshener hits you with an overwhelming blast of perfume? Febreze car vent clips work differently. Febreze gives you consistent freshness that starts just right and stays just right for 40 days. Upgrade to Febreze car.
The pain level was over 10, and my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports there. It was the first time that I had no pain.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Skilled massage therapists and estheticians helping you be your best. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey there, is it time to schedule your mammogram? Let's get on that right now. Pick up the phone and call Associated Physicians at 608-233-9746 and let our radiology team and state-of-the-art 3D mammogram check things out. Visit us at apmadison.com.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608 this morning, we're giving you a first look inside the expansion project at the Dane County Regional Airport.
Yeah, Josh Breider is live there this morning ahead of the grand opening. How's it going, Josh?
Hey guys, it's going well on a Monday morning, and big news for travelers here at the Dane County Regional Airport this week, as later today, the official ribbon cutting of this brand new South Terminal will be happening. The first passengers will be flying out of here at this time tomorrow, so a lot to look forward to when it comes to traveling out of Dane County Regional Airport. Michael Rickers with the airport is with us this morning, and Michael, I mean, this has been a long time coming, but this is really just big news for travelers locally.
Yeah, the conversation started years ago when we saw record-setting growth in the airport, and we realized we were going to run out of space to park airplanes and turn passengers to the facility. So those conversations started, like I said, years ago. We broke ground back in 2021. So it's a really big milestone, the single biggest project in airport history.
So here we are, 6 new gates, a part of this new expansion project. Explain how this is going to kind of change the flow of traffic here at the airport.
So people who are familiar with our airport would understand or remember the last 3 gates, gates 11, 12, 13 of our old airport or existing airport, ramped down to ground level, and the building curved towards the airfield. And that created a choke point for our parking airplanes, it created a little bit of an efficiency issue. So not only are we adding gates to the airport, but as you can see here, the terminal goes straight south. So it's all linear now, which means bigger airplanes can park side by side.
And that just means hopefully even more possibilities when it comes to future travel.
Exactly. So bigger airplanes means more passengers, ideally lower ticket fares, more destinations. It really should help us across the board as we grow into the future.
So that's outside. When we're talking about inside, where we're standing right now is a family area. This is one of the things you really wanted to cater towards for travelers.
Absolutely. So our family lounge, you can see how stimulating it is for kids. And we've all been on flights with kids, whether they're your own kids or the ones next to you. And having a space that the children can kind of get some energy out, get some mental stimulation, creates a positive experience for them, and also hopefully gets them a little tired for the flight.
Yeah, and about 10 minutes ago, I was showcasing a little bit as far as the children's restroom, the nurses station. You guys are really trying to make that flying experience comfortable for all families.
Absolutely. This is kind of our accessibility wing, our family wing. So there's a lot of amenities that aren't necessarily required, but are certainly nice to have. And we wanted to make that an enjoyable experience, because the airport in and of itself, it isn't a large, Chicago-style airport. It is smaller. It's more relaxing. If you start your travel experience in kind of a nice, soft, stress-free footing, it sets up the rest of the experience so much better.
I think that's why we all like flying out of Madison so much. Michael, thank you so much. Appreciate your time this morning. If you'd like to learn more about today's ribbon cutting ceremony or also other things happening in the future here at the airport, just go to the story at channel3000.com, guys.
All right, looking good inside the airport this morning. Josh Breider, thanks a lot.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media. There's his handle for Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can also shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
What's that I hear? Some tweeting birds outside.
Chris Stanford and birds. Good thing.
What kind of bird is that?
You're right. Yeah. The last person you should ask. How's it feeling out there, Kelly?
I tell you what, it's feeling great out here. Nice and comfortable this morning. The temperatures have been down now over the last 24 hours, and the humidity has come down. So it's making for some very comfortable mornings. That's going to be the trend throughout the week. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of rain in our forecast. This is the drought monitor. We are under abnormally dry conditions, and of course, this will just continue to get worse throughout the week with that very little chance of rain that we have in our next week or so. So one thing we do need is we're definitely looking crispy out there, and unfortunately, the 6 to 10 day outlook doesn't bring much rain into the Great Lakes states, the upper Mississippi Valley. Kind of a bullseye right over Minnesota and Wisconsin, so that's some not great news for us. Also, we have to deal with some of the smoke from those wildfires that are way up in Canada. We've got that northerly wind aloft, and that's bringing in some of that smoke. So anybody that's sensitive to respiratory conditions, you might want to limit your time outdoors. This is officially in effect until 8 o'clock, but we'll likely continue to see the hazy conditions this afternoon. Expecting a high of 84 today. That's still well above our average of 76. However, that humidity is low, so it will be fairly comfortable. It'll be warm in the sunshine today. Haze this morning from the smoke from those wildfires. Otherwise, it will be a bit cooler this week. Definitely noticing the overnight lows quite a bit cooler. We do have some chances of some rain later tonight, tomorrow morning, but other than that, it's looking dry all week long, so that is not good news for the dry conditions that we've been experiencing over the last month. 52 in Madison, 61 in Mineral Point, 52 in Janesville. The Dells at 57, so a nice comfortable start to the morning. Oregon 54, 54 in Cottage Grove, 55 right now in Sun Prairie. Look at some clouds this morning. Some of these clouds will start to move on out as we get into the early afternoon hours. Temperatures climbing into the low to mid 80s today. Running above average, but with that low humidity, it should be comfortable. A nice evening, no problems as far as any outdoor activities. It won't be till late tonight, tomorrow morning. May have to dodge some of these showers. They're going to be fairly scattered, and it does not look like we're going to get a whole lot of precipitation out of it. That should be winding down by the afternoon hours. As mentioned, not expecting a whole lot of rain out of it. Most of it less than 1/10 of an inch. Maybe an isolated shower may produce a little bit more than that. So after the morning showers tomorrow, it looks like a dry forecast for the rest of the week. Our next chance of more widespread rain late Friday night going into Saturday. That'll be our chance of some showers and thunderstorms. But you do notice the cooler week. Temperatures highs in the upper 70s, overnight lows in the upper 40s to 50s.
After going 11-16 in the month of May, the Brewers, despite having more than a dozen players on the injured list,
have turned it on in June. And considering Sunday was National Cheese Day, you know what the crew had to do. Top one with 2 on and cheese you later. Andrew Monasterio hits his first career home run. Second day in a row, a Brewer has done that. It would put Milwaukee up by a trio. Then in the 5th, let's see it from Victor Caratini. Cheese, please. He joins the Fondue Fiesta. A moonshot puts the Brewers up 5-0. They'd hold on to win 5-1 the final, setting up a potential 4-game sweep on Monday. 2 events into the 2023 PGA Champions Tour, and Steve Stricker is perfect. The Edgerton native has won each of the first 2 events, and down in Des Moines yesterday, he was trying for the three-peat. Jerry Kelly, though, is the Principal Classics defending champion. Here's Kelly on 17 for a birdie and a share of the lead. Sinks it to climb up the ladder, drops to 16 under on the day. And then Strick on 18. He led a few times throughout the event, and he's trying to be the leader here, but it just rolls right. That would leave both Kelly and Stricker out of the winner's circle, but a very strong showing for the duo. They each finished 16 under, tying for a second-place finish. First-time NBA head coach Adrian Griffin reportedly added some experience to his Milwaukee Bucks coaching staff in the form of assistant Terry Stotts. Stotts has 13 years of NBA head coaching under his belt, including serving as the Bucks head coach from 2005 to 2007, and more recently leading the Portland Trailblazers for 9 seasons. That's your Monday morning sports fix. Have a fantastic day.
Thanks, Andrew. Coming up next, a big announcement expected today from Apple and what could be the company's first significant product launch since the Apple Watch.
And as we head to break, a look at gas prices on your Monday this morning. Here in Dane County, $3.39. Across the state, $3.45. Stay with us, folks.
Watch News 3 Now at 6 with Eric, Charlotte, Gary, and Zach. Weeknights.
The history of your home is in your air ducts. Every soccer match, every game of fetch, every home improvement project accumulates dirt and dust in your ductwork, impacting the efficiency of your HVAC system and the air quality of your home. Combat the buildup of everyday living with a whole system air duct cleaning by Stanley Steamer. Our certified technicians extract contaminants from your ducts into our specialized cleaning trucks, so you dust less and your family breathes easier with cleaner indoor air. Go online to schedule your free estimate today.
Hi, it's Preston from Window World. Over the past 15 years, Window World has donated more than $15 million to St. Jude Children's Hospital. We've also supported the Veterans Airlift Command with 120 flights, transporting more than 150 combat wounded veterans. We have a strong belief in giving back and want to thank everyone who has chosen Window World for your home's renovation. When you go with Window World, you're doing a lot more than remodeling.
Want to work out for free? This summer at Anytime Fitness, you can get up to 3 months free. Get more for your membership than just machines with 24/7 access and a community of support. Hurry! The earlier you join, the more you save. Stop into Anytime Fitness now and get the summer free.
Get help reaching your goals with JP Morgan Wealth Plan, a new tool in the Chase mobile app. Use it to set and track your goals, big and small, and see how changes you make today could help put them within reach. From your first big move to retiring poolside and the other goals along the way, Wealth Plan can help you get there. JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Hey, it's your dry skin. Every day we lose ceramides I need to seal in moisture. CeraVe delivers 3 essential ceramides to help restore my barrier so I can lock in moisture, feel hydrated, and look healthy. CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotions. Hey, it's me, your skin. Some cleansers get us clean, but take my moisture. CeraVe cleansers help me maintain my moisture balance with hyaluronic acid plus 3 essential ceramides to help restore my natural barrier. So we're CeraVe Clean. CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser.
And now please welcome Anna Montoya.
Hello there, fellow students.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us, and Kevin Charles Grunberg always answers the call with stunners like this guy.
Barbed wire Barb, right? Is that what that is?
You're right. That's exactly what that is.
Cool picture.
Kevin, thank you very much. Make sure you use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post them on social. We share them right here on the program.
Well, today Apple may unveil its most ambitious new hardware product in years. So they've got a big event scheduled for today, where they're expected to introduce a mixed reality headset. It's expected to offer both virtual reality and augmented reality. That's a technology that overlays virtual images over live video of the real world. The company is reportedly considering a $3,000 price tag for the device.
Have you guys ever tried anything along these lines?
I did the Google Glass when that was, what was that, 2000? I don't know. That's a long time ago, about 10 years ago now. But yeah, I thought it was overpriced. I think they wanted $1,700 for something like that.
That's insane.
Yeah, I just don't know enough about this. I know that the virtual reality market has been really tough to crack and to get traction on. But with Apple getting into the game now, we'll see what they've done. I don't know how I'd use it.
Facebook has tried so hard, right? That's why they rebranded as Meta. They tried to get into that virtual space. I feel strongly, especially post-pandemic, that I want to be spending my time out
in reality?
in real life, in nature, with my friends, sort of physically experiencing things as opposed to going more virtual.
I mean, there are some things that it's good for. You can definitely use it to get rid of certain phobias, any kind of fears. It does help with that, some health issues as well.
Very interesting.
All right, hey, what should we expect when we head outside this morning, Kelly?
Nice and cool this morning. Might need a light jacket, at least for the next hour. We're sitting at 52. Partly sunny skies today. A little bit of haze from that smoke from the wildfires. Temperatures headed into the mid-80s today.
All right, a lot more to get to here this morning on News 3 Now This Morning. Don't go anywhere.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Pick and Save, we want our fresh produce to meet your expectations, which is why we do up to a 27-point inspection to check for things like color and scarring. Because when it comes to fresh, higher standards mean fresher produce. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Get 11% off everything at Menards with the Barracuda half-horsepower cast iron sump pump. Be prepared for spring flooding and keep your basement dry. Get it for just $109.99 after rebate. Finish your dream bathroom with Sterling tubs and showers that fit your style and budget. Like this Sterling Ensemble shower. Its durable high-gloss finish provides lasting beauty. Get this Sterling Ensemble tub and shower for $629.98 after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Now get a new Ford Edge with 0% APR financing for 36 months, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
When your feet have had it and you need relief to work your job, walk the airport, or walk the dog, introducing Good Feet supports to relieve the stress and shock to your feet, knees, and back.
Now I can stand for work, I can climb those stairs, I can shop till I drop, and still have energy for the most important walk of the day. And somebody I love is very happy about that.
I'm Rachel, and this is my Good Feet story.
Come into a Good Feet store.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again.
Exact Sciences is proud to call Madison our home. We've been in this community for 14 years and are excited to continue to expand here. And one of the things we love about bringing candidates to Madison is showing off the vibrant community we have. And the organizations like the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra put on amazing events and bring that culture to Madison that makes us the vibrant place to live and work. Whether it's through volunteering, funding projects, or connecting on common causes, we play an active role in the community locally and globally.
When you download the Pick and Save app, you have easy access to savings every day and get personalized coupons sent straight to your phone. Save big today when you download the Pick and Save app. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Right now, new details surrounding a sonic boom in D.C. The reason the Air Force sent fighter jets scrambling in the nation's capital.
We're all touched and affected by gun violence to one degree or another.
Plus, guns in the garden. We'll show you how a retired pastor is using discarded firearms.
And here's your first look outside this morning. You can tell it is, hazy out there from that smoke in Canada. Kelly, what else should we expect this morning?
Yeah, with that smoke, we do have an air quality advisory in effect until 8 o'clock this morning. So if you are sensitive to the air quality, you might want to limit your time outdoors. We have some rain in the forecast. We'll see when we can expect it coming up.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly's got your first warn forecast this morning. It's feeling pretty nice outside. That hot, humid weather seems like it's behind us, at least for now, huh?
And it looks like it's going to be an extended period of some cooler temperatures, seasonal temperatures going forward. One thing we have to deal with, though, this morning is the air quality advisory that we have due to some of that smoke from the wildfires. You can almost smell it yesterday because it was so thick coming in from Canada. Right now we're at 52, so a nice start to the morning. 57 in the Dells, 52 in Janesville, Juneau at 53, maybe a light jacket for the next hour or so. We will see some of the haze from that wildfire smoke coming in out of Canada. Otherwise, partly sunny today. Late tonight, after midnight, we'll have a chance for some scattered showers. It does not look like it's going to amount to a whole lot, but we will at least have that chance later tonight through tomorrow morning. After tomorrow, we're looking at dry conditions to continue right through Friday. So partly sunny skies today with a hazy sunshine going in the afternoon. We'll rise through the low to mid 80s later today, so it's going to be a warm afternoon. No problems on the roads. If you're going to be commuting out, headed off to work or school, temperatures in the 60s by the later this morning should be rising into the low to mid 80s. More of that chance of rain later tonight coming up.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Now to some breaking news this morning. The company formerly known as CUNA Mutual ending its strike with union employees.
You've likely seen these employees along Mineral Point Road striking against what's now known as True Stage. According to a press release from the union, roughly 450 workers started that strike on May 19th. They also filed 9 charges with the National Labor Relations Board. Now, there isn't a full agreement on the table yet, but on Friday, union leaders proposed suspending the strike and returning to work this morning. There are 2 more bargaining dates scheduled for this week. Workers say they will authorize another work stoppage within the next month if those negotiations don't continue.
This is a story we'll continue to follow. You can find updates along with all your top local headlines over on our Channel 3000 News app.
To our other top story this morning, big news at the Dane County Regional Airport. An expansion project years in the making is now complete.
And Josh Breider is there live this morning giving us a first look before the grand opening. Josh.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, this is our first look inside this new expansion terminal. This is on the south side of the airport. They've been working on this project since 2021, and it officially opens up to passengers tomorrow morning at this time, which is expected to be a very busy and fun morning here at the airport. A couple of new features here. One of them you're going to notice. Let's take a look at the paw prints. They actually have a service animal and pet relief area. This is brand new to travelers, so come along with me as we go into this area. Again, giving travelers a space to be able to connect with their families, connect with their pets. They have this pet relief area where they can come in here, do their business, and then take a look at this. You can spray it down after they do that. And they actually have a system in place where every 10 minutes this all gets flushed out to keep this space clean and to keep this place really friendly for those pet owners and all of those families that are going to be traveling. We talked about earlier, they have the nurses station, they have the family area, so they're really trying to cater towards the future of travel here. And coming up in just a few minutes, guys, we'll talk more about the future of the Dane County Airport and really what they expect as far far as that goes, coming up here with more options as far as folks going in and out of Dane County, guys. So big news for the airport again, 11 a.m. ribbon cutting later on today. And tomorrow, the first passengers will be heading out into this brand new terminal space, guys. So there's going to be a lot of excitement as far as that goes.
That's a big deal for Dane County. Josh Breiter, we'll talk to you in a little bit. All right, let's take a live look now at the U.S. Capitol, where officials are explaining the scary situation behind a sonic boom that shook neighborhoods across D.C. yesterday. Take a listen. Okay, so this is what happened. F-16 fighter jets were scrambling to respond to a plane flying in restricted airspace. It had been heading to Long Island from Tennessee. Take a look at its flight path. You see it makes an entire U-turn here and heads straight toward D.C. The pilot was unresponsive. The plane ended up crashing around 100 miles away. Rescue crews say all 4 passengers on board did not survive. Experts say it's possible the plane lost cabin pressure and everyone on board went unconscious.
More local news now. In Beloit, 26 exotic animals have been surrendered. JNR Aquatic Animal Rescue hosted an event with several other organizations taking fish, birds, turtles, no questions asked. In some areas, there are no rehoming options for exotic animals like these, and pet owners may think it's a good idea to release these animals back out into the environment, but that's not always the right thing to do and can actually be harmful to the pet and the environment. Instead, JNR Aquatic Animal Rescue's Facebook page has more events like this scheduled out for the future.
New this morning, Madison police are starting to use a third-party service for emergency detention transports. The program is meant to keep more officers available to respond to local calls. Usually 2 officers take several hours to make these transports to places like the mental health facility in town. Well, now Ready Transports is going to help out free up some of these police officers. Officers will stay at the hospital until patients are cleared to leave. Then Ready Transports will take over. For now, this is a pilot program. It's running through the end of the summer.
Monona police are searching for a person this morning after a chase through part of Monona, Madison, and Westport. Police say that chase started at about 1 o'clock yesterday morning. Monona officers spotted a vehicle on the Beltline near Monona Drive that reportedly fled earlier from Madison officers. That chase took place on I-39, then to Highway 30 and toward Northport Drive in Madison. When the driver stopped, his passenger got out and ran. At last check, that person is still on the loose. Now, at one point, police say the 19-year-old driver tried to crash head-on with a Monona squad car. He eventually surrendered to police in the town of Westport. He was turned over to Madison police for his alleged involvement in a battery involving a gun. No one was hurt during the pursuit.
Madison police are investigating after they recovered multiple shell casings from a shots fired call on the east side. Officers responded near the Office Depot off of East Washington Avenue shortly after 3:30 Sunday afternoon. Police say there are no reported injuries or property damage there. They also have no suspects in custody.
6:37 now. You know, for many people, the effort to end gun violence starts at the legislative level. But a Madison man is taking more of a grassroots approach, you could say, forging a new path by getting guns off the street and into the garden. Retired Pastor Jeff Wild said he's performed years of funeral services for those lost to gun violence. So he wanted to make a change and found an organization that turns surrendered firearms into garden tools.
We're all touched and affected by gun violence to one degree or another. They don't have to worry about someone being harmed in the home or having them stolen or selling them to someone where you don't really know what will happen from there.
For the last 2 years, Wild's been holding surrender events like these, taking people's unwanted guns and then giving them new life. Community members bring in a gun they no longer want. Then volunteers take that weapon and destroy it. The person then gets a gift card for turning in the gun, and materials from the guns are turned into gardening tools.
Really unique approach here.
Isn't that fascinating?
Big issue, yeah. All right, 6:38, let's take a live look outside this morning. Here we go. You're taking a look at a grid of lots of different live shots. Hey, here in southern Wisconsin, we are desperate for some rain. Kelly does have a couple of chances in his forecast. He's going to time them out for us after the break.
And a new study shows Americans just aren't living as long as we used to. At our Health Watch, the reasons that the life expectancy is trending in the wrong direction.
And we're 2 years into the project here at the Dane County Regional Airport, and that new south terminal is officially opening up to passengers this week. We're giving you a first look at what to expect when traveling out of Madison next.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Same day eye exam, same day glasses. 2 pairs plus eye exam for only $79.
Precision is an excellent company. We had an idea of what we wanted, but we weren't sure how to put it together.
It's kind of one of those things that I personally take pride in, making sure that the people make the right decision.
We highly recommend Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
McGann Furniture and Flooring has a question for you. Do you have a hard time sleeping comfortably through the night? Is your mattress 10 years old or even older? Chances are you're due for a new one. Mattress technology has changed a lot in the last 10 years. Our experienced staff will help you find the right style, construction, and firmness that will give you years of sleeping comfort. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. With delivery and disposal of your old set, we make it easy to have the bed of your dreams at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
At Papa Murphy's, we do more than just pizza. We do calzones.
Papa Murphy's does calzones?
Oh, I think you mean I do the calzones.
And how do you do it, Dad?
How do I do it? How do I do it?
Oh, well, we do it with fresh ingredients and hand-shredded cheese tucked in a scratch-made dough.
That's how, honey.
At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza.
Hey, don't forget the calzones.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
When your travel adventure is more of a misadventure, it matters where you stay.
And here's some warm DoubleTree cookies.
DoubleTree by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
You can smell it long before you see it. A little pungent in here. Oh my gosh. Yep, there's nothing like Limburger, and there's only one place in the country that makes it. Come along as I travel to Ground Zero to take in the smell of success. Thursday at 6. Oh.
One mission, to end breast cancer. Join us on Saturday, June 10th at 9 a.m. for the Susan G. Komen South Central Wisconsin More Than Pink Walk. Please register today and witness the power you have to change lives.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. On the Health Watch this morning, new research shows dropping life expectancy in the U.S. is a decades-long trend. In 1950, the U.S. had the 12th longest life expectancy compared with other countries. But in a study published this week, the U.S. ranked 46th in 2020. The author of the study says life expectancy rates tend to mirror other trends in health-related metrics. Those include a lack of health care, higher caloric intake, more drugs and guns, and higher rates of child poverty.
About 1 in 6 unvaccinated people are still experiencing COVID-19 symptoms, up to 2 years after initial infection. Swiss researchers looked at more than 1,000 unvaccinated adults, and more than half felt back to normal within a month. But those with longer-lasting symptoms experienced, among other things, altered taste and smell, fatigue, and mental health issues.
6:43, folks waking up might notice that haze outside. Kelly, that air advisory, that's supposed to expire within the next hour or so.
Yeah, we do have that air quality advisory in effect until 8 o'clock. Because some of the smoke that we had to deal with over the weekend, definitely noticed it yesterday, maybe could even smell the smoke at times. So officially it expires at 8 o'clock. However, there will likely still be some smoke in the air going into the afternoon hours, but probably will start to dissipate a little bit later on tonight and tomorrow. You can actually see that on our future track. As that smoke starts to slide down to our south, we'll have a northerly wind, and and eventually some cleaner air should come in probably later tonight into tomorrow. So things will definitely improve over the next 24 hours. And you can see our northwesterly flow not only bringing in the smoke, but we do have a few of these clouds rolling in as well. Not a whole lot of rain, unfortunately, with these clouds. There have been a few light showers up there in northern parts of the state. We do have that chance later tonight. Meantime, we're looking at hazy sunshine today. It's going to be a warm afternoon, but the humidity is light. And once again, not much wind. We haven't had much wind over the past week. We're not expecting much going into this afternoon as well. So we do have the the haze from the smoke from the wildfires coming in from Canada. We'll be a bit cooler this week. I'm going to be talking about 90s, but generally in the upper 70s and low 80s. And then other than the shower chance coming in late tonight, tomorrow morning, looks like it'll be dry most of the rest of the week. Temperatures starting off nice, but I can already tell it's starting to warm up here. We'll get an update at the top of the hour. But 52 right now in Madison, 57 in Sun Prairie, and also Wanakee, Sauk City at 55 degrees, 58 in Verona. We do need the rain, though. You obviously can see that a lot of the grass is really turning brown, kind of crispy out there. We have abnormally dry conditions here in southern Wisconsin, but I would expect that to continue to expand because the rain chances that we have tonight look pretty slim. They won't be coming in until after midnight tonight, so expect a hazy sunshine, low to mid 80s today. A few showers here and there overnight through tomorrow morning. I think the amounts are going to be fairly light, unfortunately. Many locations picking up less than 1/10 of an inch. These showers should be tapering off by tomorrow afternoon and won't be quite as warm. We'll look at upper 70s, it looks like, tomorrow afternoon. And as far as rainfall amounts, it looks to be fairly light. Maybe a shower or two producing upwards of 1/4 of an inch, but most of us 1/10 or less. First warm forecast, 84 today, 79 tomorrow with the chance of showers mainly in the morning. Noticing these overnight lows in the upper 40s and low 50s. Afternoon highs in the upper 70s. We start to warm up later in the week. A little bit better chance of rain after tonight will come in, it looks like Saturday, with a round of some showers and thunderstorms that may linger into early Sunday.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. We appreciate it. It is 6:45 now. We are in the 608 this morning, giving you a first look inside the expansion project at the Dane County Regional Airport.
Yeah, this has taken them a couple years.
Yeah.
A lot of construction. It's not quite done yet, but we have a grand opening to celebrate, and Josh Breider is giving us a look around this morning before that grand opening begins. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. So to give you a better idea of where we are this morning, we are right here at the Dane County Regional Airport. Take a look at this. This is probably my favorite feature I've seen so far, really showcasing what Madison and Dane County means for travelers across this area. Michael Rickers with the airport is up early with us this morning. Michael, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yes, thanks for having us out. So this is a pretty cool project that obviously took a lot of time and a lot of research to make happen.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is kind of one of my favorite parts about the South Terminal expansion, and we kept it secret. We didn't share this. We didn't talk to anybody that we were doing this, and it was really exciting to see it come together. There were people hand-laying every single line you see.
Yeah, you can see from anything from the water depth to other Madison area landmarks. This is pretty unique, and this is really what you guys wanted to cater to with this project, because Madison is such a special place, whether people are coming to visit, whether people are flying out of here.
Yeah, absolutely. The chain of lakes is quintessential Madison, right? The isthmus itself is depicted right in between Mendota and Monona. We wanted to show something that reflected the community and really, like I said, bring passengers in that, you know, might not be familiar with Madison. This is what they're greeted with when they come into our airport and really get the first sense of what Madison is.
You know, we're always looking ahead to the future, but you guys are really planning ahead because of just such a travel boom out of Dane County in recent years.
Absolutely. So before the pandemic, 2018, 2019, they were record-setting years for the airport. So in terms of passenger volume, the number of airplanes, we set a record in 2018 and 2019. Of course, nobody saw the pandemic coming, but we knew that if that growth were to continue, we were going to run out of space here at the airport, and eventually that would mean limiting growth, and we really didn't want to do that. So that's where the expansion conversation started. We added, 3 new gates to the airport, but really with some efficiencies, it's going to make it a lot better for more airplanes, larger airplanes, more efficient airplanes to park next to each other here at the airport, which ultimately leads to more destinations, more passengers, hopefully lower ticket fares, all to better serve the community.
Yeah, crazy to believe that at this time tomorrow morning, there are going to be people in here. It's time after 2 years.
Absolutely, and you can look around. There's still plenty of finishing details. Our crews are working nearly around the clock all through the weekend to get this ready for passengers. We couldn't be more excited. We're so ready to show this off. Like you said, it's been years since we broke ground. And it's ready. It's ready to show off to passengers and for people to come experience it.
A lot of new features for people to enjoy, too.
Absolutely.
All right, Michael, thank you very much. Again, that ribbon cutting will be happening at 11 o'clock today with area leaders taking part in that. And then again, tomorrow morning, if you have a flight out of Dane County, you will be most likely in this new expansion area. So check it out as you're traveling in and out of Madison, guys. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to the story at channel3000.com.
Very cool, Josh. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
It is 6:49 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, a close call for warships in the Pacific. We'll have some video on the tensions between the U.S. and China.
And we want to say happy birthday to Eleanor, Emmett, and Neva, all turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Hy-Vee's daily deals for Monday are 24 packs of Hy-Vee purified water, just $1.88. That's right, just $1.88. And Honeycrisp apples, just $1.99 a pound. Monday only at Hy-Vee.
Flex Steel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our Flex Steel authorized sale, going on now at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
We've got your back, road warriors, because we know you're picking up the pace. Steering life at 10 and 2. You're hitting the road. And we're helping you get there with confidence. So skip the counter without missing a beat. Choose any car in the aisle and be the boss of you. Go national. Go like a pro.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Now get an Explorer and get 0% APR financing for 36 months, $1,000 low APR cash, and $1,000 retail bonus cash. See your dealer.
Hi, it's Preston from Window World, your locally owned and nationally known remodeler. Experience customer care and appreciation like you deserve with a family-owned small business located right here in Madison. Let us prove to you that quality and comfort are affordable with a house full of windows starting at $4,800. For the best windows, the best install, and the best price, call Window World today.
Imagine life without that awful joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, and back. Now there's an amazing non-invasive medical option available here. Regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics. No surgery, no steroids. A natural solution that helps restore damaged tissue in your joints with long-lasting results. Don't spend one more day in pain. Call QC Kinetics for a free consultation. Learn more about these non-surgical procedures at QC Kinetics.
Flex Steel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our Flex Steel authorized sale, going on now at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Hy-Vee's daily deals for Monday are 24 packs of Hy-Vee purified water, just $1.88. That's right, just $1.88. And Honeycrisp apples, just $1.99 a pound. Monday only at Hy-Vee.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
The White House says President Biden will meet with his Chinese counterpart over a close call in international waters this weekend. Take a look at this video. The U.S. says a Chinese warship nearly hit an American vessel. It was forced to slow down to avoid a collision. This happened in the Taiwan Strait. This is the second time in 2 weeks the Chinese military has appeared to threaten the U.S. This after a fighter jet zoomed past a U.S. spy plane last week. There is no word this morning on when the two presidents might meet.
It's been 34 years since the Tiananmen Square massacre. Today, people around the world are remembering those lost and what they stood for. Between several hundred and several thousand were killed by the People's Liberation Army of China. Thousands more were injured. Over 1 million people rallied for a more democratic government in 1989 and provided one of the most memorable moments of a lone man standing up to Chinese tanks.
A 1-year-old girl in Milwaukee is dead after she was shot inside a car and dropped off at a fire station. Officers say it happened Saturday night during an argument between adults. Someone dropped her off at a fire station and she died later at the hospital. The medical examiner has identified the girl as Zaire Nevels.
In Beloit, 26 exotic animals have been surrendered. In some areas, there are no rehoming options for exotic animals. Pet owners may think releasing them is the right thing to do, but it can be harmful to the pet and environment. You can check out J&R Aquatic Animal Rescue's Facebook page for more surrender events planned for this year.
1 person is dead, 5 others recovering after a shooting in Chicago. It happened over the weekend at a celebration of life for a man who was killed in a car crash years ago. One of those people is in critical condition this morning. The youngest injured, a 17-year-old girl. She was shot in the leg but is considered stable.
Police in Florida now say they've identified 3 suspects in a mass shooting at Hollywood Beach on Memorial Day. Investigators believe 3 newly identified people were in part responsible for the shots fired that wounded 9 people on the boardwalk. 2 of the wounded are still in the hospital. Their conditions are stable.
Firefighters in Michigan are now getting a wildfire under control that has burned through 2,400 acres. It's around 85% contained. There have been no reported deaths. It's unclear if any buildings have been damaged. A campfire started the wildfire on private property, leading to evacuations in that area.
A wildfire in Canada forcing thousands of people to flee from their homes along the Atlantic coast is now contained. A second, though, is still out of control. 16,000 people in the Nova Scotia province fled their homes from the Tantalin fire, and the fire covered 97 square miles, destroyed at least 50 homes. Long-awaited rains are helping the military and local firefighters fight back the infernos across the country.
All right, 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock, and those wildfires continue to produce some smoke here in southern Wisconsin. We have an air quality advisory in effect until 8 o'clock this morning. We'll still see some of the smoke going in the afternoon, at least causing some hazy sunshine. 56 in Madison, just updated. Juneau at 56, 59 currently in the Dells. Some clouds this morning. We'll look at partly sunny skies going in the afternoon. It should be warm, but not too humid as we head into the low to mid 80s. Dry this evening, no problems this evening, but later tonight we do have some showers. Enjoy the warm temperatures. We're looking at low 80s, low to mid 80s today. Tomorrow, a chance for some showers in the morning. These will be pretty spotty, not going to be a drought buster by any means. I have to wait until Saturday for our next chance. Temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s all week long.
You think the humidity will stay low with those lower temperatures?
Yeah, definitely going to stay low. That's why those overnight lows will drop in the 40s come Thursday morning.
All right, Kelly, thank you.
Don't go anywhere. Another news and weather update in 30 minutes.